Morning everyone, my name is Chandrasekhar and I am here with some of my students who are going to represent their ideas, their opinion about culture. So they are basically trying to differentiate between Indian culture and Western culture. We know that all the cultures are good, but we have our perceptions, we have our point of view. So some people think that Indian culture is the best culture in the world. Even I also think the same, but it doesn't mean that Western culture is bad in any way. We are just trying to differentiate what is Indian culture and how can we describe it, and what is Western culture and how can we describe it. There are so many things in Western culture that I appreciate a lot. So let's listen to the views of these students. What do they think about Indian culture and Western culture? So let's start with Chota Dhamaka. Do you think that Indian culture is better than Western culture?
Yes. I think no. Indian culture is much better. It has an opinion because my opinion is that in Indian culture there is many of the we can say what we have to do, and we can take a wedding. It's a many of the occasions, ceremonies are many, but in the Western culture, as much I have seen in a movies or dramas, it is not too much. They celebrate a party and it's over.
Okay, so you are talking about ceremonies. Indian people love to participate in various ceremonies. Let's
Yes.
take an example of marriage. Our marriage function goes for 7 days around,
Yes.
and the preparation goes for a month
One
or
third
two.
too.
But in Western culture, as per our information, their marriage ceremony ends in few hours only,
Yes.
and they don't even spend so much money on all these ostentation. So that's why you think that Western
Yes.
culture is better.
No.
Okay, you like these ceremonies, that's why you think that Indian culture is
Better.
okay. What's your opinion?
My opinion is also that Indian culture is better than Western culture
Okay.
because we have so many religion in India, and we have so many languages, we have so many cultures and festivals.
Okay.
We celebrated very different types of festivals in different parts of India, and there are some different in south, some different in north, and
Basically, she is talking about versatility in our culture.
yes.
In India, we respect and practice all the religions in the world, and there is a variety of cultures. We have 28 states, and there are several languages, several food habits, there's dress habits, and it's like a bouquet of flowers.
Yes.
Where there are so many type of flowers, and still we are united. That's why you think that Indian culture is better. But she has a different opinion. What's your opinion?
I think Western culture is better than Indian
Why?
culture because it gives us freedom. We have seen that 14-15 years children are getting their jobs and they have better knowledge. In Indian culture, they having like joint family, very big family. They don't want to grow up, they don't take any responsibilities. But in Western culture, they take responsibility very earlier, and they believe that they give more freedom and dresses also. And in European countries they are having same languages, but in India there are so many languages.
So she is pointing out one important thing. In Western culture, they make their teenagers, children, capable of earning, a kind of self dependentness.
Yes.
While in India, according to our culture, parents take the responsibility of their children's expenses till the age they get their final job. And that's why many a times it is seen that because of the culture, many people don't become financially independent. And
yes.
then they have to pay a big price for that. What's your opinion?
Sir, for the time being, I think that Western culture is good for students, mostly students or children,
Why do you
because
think so?
because the parents are took their children to the any kind of institute for their from their childhood, and they literally they seeing that their students are particular in good in their, some kind of activity, and the Western culture is giving the freedom and particular independenceness to someone to fly on the sky, and they're not pampering their students or children to do and take their responsibilities. They always prize their children and students, and always as well as their peoples, so they can easily understand the technology and the things and the culture. And I think that the Western culture is derived from their since their
Okay, so
childhood.
Western culture is basically believe in development, advancement, and Indian culture is still stuck with the roots. And in Indian culture, people feel pride in being what they have been for a long time, while in Western culture, they generally focus on futuristic developments. Give the mic to invisible person. Invisible person.
Okay, sir. So I
Give it
think
to
so,
her.
sir. Indian culture is best for Western culture, because in we are Indian culture follow. So we are understand what the reality of responsibility. Ki when you are living in a joint family and your responsibility, you can just responsible for every person, not for only. When you living with your parents and grandparents, so you understand all the understanding emotionally, and you can attach the emotionally very well with your parents. And Indian cultures, maybe education system is very best when you are a children, so you are you can understand the very well what going on in your family. Your sanskar is most important according to me. And first of all, when you are elder, when you are human beings, so first of all, what the good and bad, so this type of quality given only your family. No one can give the this is the decision ki you are do this or that this. So I think so Indian culture is best comparison to Western culture.
Okay. She has spoken a very important point, and that is joint families.
Yes, sir.
It is only in India where joint families are very common, and it is appreciated, especially by the old generation. They believe that their success lies in being joint. If their family gets separated, still it is considered as a taboo in villages. If two brothers get divided and start living separately, so it is a sad moment. They don't celebrate it, but they kind of mourn on it that they are not able to live together.
They cannot attach the feelings with your parents.
Right.
When you are living in a nuclear family, you can't attach to the emotionally.
Okay, so let's wrap it. Our students are just showing their opinion about the kind of culture, and I would like to conclude it by saying that every culture is good. It's just a vision, perception of seeing a person. So that's it. Thank you for listening to us.